The Mid-North Food Pantry has been around for well over 40 years. It first started when a group of churches got together and they said, we're kind of duplicating services by each of us having a small food pantry. What if we came together and we said, let's do one food pantry for the Mid-North community. In the early 2000s, we broke off from the churches and we formed our own 501c3, our own nonprofit. Although we don't have a bigger, organization that we fall under, we do have a lot of partners in the community that we rely on, like Gleaners and Second Helpings and all sorts of grocery stores and donors who provide a lot of food for us. Mid-North Food Pantry really prides itself on being a pantry that provides really good food, really healthy, nutritionally dense food, but also a really good quantity for the people that we serve. We hear over and over again, you guys are the best food pantry that I've been to, and we take a lot of pride in that. We really want the shoppers to feel excited to come through and shop and see what we have that day. We want them to be able to make healthy, meals for their family as well. Also, a big thing that sets us apart is we are a choice pantry, which means people come in, they get to choose, just like you and I would be able to choose at a grocery store, what they want to take home to their family or what they want to eat that day. And I think that gives our shoppers a lot of autonomy. It gives them a lot of dignity to be able to choose what they're getting. They're not just being handed a box or for someone to tell them this is what you get. Unfortunately, in this fight against hunger, we'll hear people say, if you're hungry, you should be happy with what you get. That's so dehumanizing for someone. We really want people to still feel like people. It's really important that they have that choice. We are open multiple times a week. Some food pantries are only open, maybe once or twice a month, and we serve tens of thousands of people every single year. Since the pandemic especially, the number of people that we serve has just been growing exponentially. We're happy to be here for people, but it's unfortunate that the need is that great in our community. Believe it or not, we are in a food desert here. There aren't a whole lot of choices here for people to go to a grocery store and especially get things like, fresh produce. So that's where we really fill the gap. Food pantries are one of the few resources that are available for people who may be working, but they make too much money to qualify for some of the state benefits, but not enough money to get by day to day. We are what's called a TFAP pantry, which is the Emergency Food Assistance Program. So we receive free food from the USDA. And with that, there are a couple of requirements that we have to fulfill. And one of them is that we're open to anyone who's at 185% or below of the federal poverty level. Anyone that fits that criteria is able to shop here, and that's it. Because at the end of the day, we just don't want our neighbors going hungry. Before they come, they may have their own idea of somebody who is shopping at a food pantry. And usually that idea is not one that's very ideal, right? And it's not one that's true. And afterwards, they realize people that are shopping at the food pantry are they're people, right? They're families, they're senior citizens, they're people with disabilities. And all of a sudden, you realize it could be anyone.
Coming to the food pantry has really changed my opinion. I just never felt like I needed to come to the pantry because I worked every day. So then after I stopped working, the way utilities and things are going up, it's hard to make ends meet because you get that check once a month. So this really helps out when you get that food because food is so high. I never thought they'd help you like they do. It's like going to the grocery store. You can pick whatever you want, and here everything is fresh. The vegetables are fresh, and the people that wait on you are just phenomenal. They make you feel at home. I've been coming here for 2 years, and I've been going to other pantries. This is by far the best one. It's just the way they treat you. It's just like a family. You come and you get to know people and their names, and they know me. Yeah, I love this place, and the people are so nice.
It would be great if I could say, Mid-North Food Pantry, we're good. We've got it all. Unfortunately, the stark reality of food insecurity is that it's growing in our community. And with that growth means limited resources. We stretch our dollars. The amount of food we're able to purchase with a donation is so much more than what you're able to get at a grocery store because of these partnerships that we already have with all of these organizations. As little as, $3.50 can purchase enough food for us to complete a shopping trip for one family. So I always tell people, it's great if you want to hold a food drive, if you want to donate food, we love that. But also, if you're able to get those financial donations, we're going to be able to buy a lot more food with that same amount of money than you would be able to if you went to the grocery store. And with increased demand comes a need for more volunteers. As the line gets longer, it may take more hands for us to be able to get our neighbors fed.
Our job is to take care of the customers. I see them as just our neighbors. It's a distribution and it's hectic. It's non-stop. It's just hectic. There's a lot of people coming through, and it's a lot of food to distribute, and they have different needs. They're asking you for that. They're asking you for that. Our job is to try to assess and help them. Sometimes I've heard that there are some days we have up to 200 and something people. They need help. Whatever we have, we want to spread it to get to as many people as possible that are on the line. The pantry has 3 days a week, and now they're adding the Saturday. So physically on our shift online, it's about 8 of us, the volunteers online. We need people. We really do need help. We need volunteers, because without volunteers, there's nothing. This place cannot function without volunteers. It doesn't matter what your age is, older or younger, we need people to come and help. Just come one of the days when the pantry is on. The managers are here. It's very easy. Just come in and express your this. And they have their process. Anybody that wants to volunteer, will be in the right place.
You can come one time. We don't have a minimum requirement that you have to come X number of hours in a year. And that includes from before we open, to help with setup and cleaning and making meal kits and things like that. We also have volunteers that are out in the community going and picking up food for us from our partners, from some of those grocery store chains that we partner with. We have volunteers that work out in the garden, so seasonally they are working to harvest this beautiful food. And the thing about the garden that's so special is there's a lot of ownership from our community about that garden. They will say, when is the food in our garden ready? When will my garden be ready this year? And so that's a really important thing, because for a lot of our folks, they may not have a yard or access or ability to be able to have a garden of their own, but they're still getting kind of the experience of having a garden. I'm a little anxious about what the future holds for food pantries and for food insecurity in our community. We are seeing the line get longer every single day, and we don't anticipate that line to slow down anytime soon. As scary as that may be, we are always able to kind of find hope by the volunteers that show up every single time, by the donors that, open their wallet to support people that they've never met and may never ever meet in their life, and really all of us to be able to lean in to help.
We want people to recognize and assist New Food Pantry, because the mission here is very simple. We just want to help people, and we can't do it without input, without help from other people. Whether it's money or any other way you can help. This pantry is needed in this area. This area needs us. The service is only provided because other people bring in help.
Don't shy away from this. All right, we're only going to get through this if we lean in and help one another. That is the only way that we can help our neighbors, is by showing up and by using our voice to help our community.